Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel, July Sun Tarot. My name is Kimberly, and super happy for you to be here today. We are digging into the intentions. What are their true intentions towards you and this connection? So, that I'm already feeling some intense emotions even before I'm starting these readings. So I really do want to remind you that this is the type of reading where I have to be real. If this person doesn't have good intentions for you or towards you or this connection, I will be communicating that to you 100%, guys. Okay? Now I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that whoever you're dealing with, whatever connection you might be in, that this person has true intentions and intentions that you want to see being taken in your direction. So I'm leaving it completely open, regardless of whatever connection you have. Also, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this, the messages are meant for you. That being said, we are going to start, of course, with a tarot deck, and we're going to get into a plethora of oracles to really get some good, honest details of their true intentions for you guys. I have your back. We are going to figure it out, okay? So let's get into the pile selection. If this sounds like your reading, let's go through the pile selections at this point. And again, if you already know which reading or crystal or deck you're most attracted to, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps are down below. For the rest of you, let's get into it. So for pile 1, we have this clear quartz crystal tower. And for your reading today, we are using the Garbage Pail Kids Tarot deck. So pile 1, we have the clear quartz tower, pointed tower, and we're using the Garbage Pail Kids Tarot deck. Pile 2, we are using this pink agate piece. And for your reading today, pile 2, we are using the Disney's Villains Tarot deck. So again, pile 2, the Disney Villains Tarot deck with this dyed pink agate stone. For pile 3, we have this mottled stone. And for your reading today, pile 3, we will be using the Beetlejuice Tarot deck. So again, pile 3, the Beetlejuice Tarot deck with the mottled stone. All right, guys. So feel free to pause if you need more time. Take as much time as you need to tune in with the energy of which pile really is a pile you should tune into today. And again, I know that we are going to be getting some information, and I really do hope that you are ready for the messages. So if you are, I will meet you there. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this clear quartz pointed tower, and if you chose this really dope OG deck, the Garbage Pail Kids, then welcome to your reading. And trying to lighten the mood with my decks today because, we're really asking a serious question with their true intentions. We're going to get the details, guys. I hope you're ready for whatever messages we are about to receive for this person that is currently on your mind. What are their true intentions? Is it from a good place? What do they exactly want? What What's going on? So we're going to start with the messages from the animal spirit guides because I really want to see what the energy is with this person on your mind. And remember, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this, the messages, you're meant to find the messages at the right time, guys. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through today for the collective energy of pile 1. What do we need to see today? Starting with the messages from animal spirit guides. What animal energy? What is this person's true intentions? What could you tell us? What do we need to see, Spirit? Pile 1. This person on pile 1's mind. Ooh, we got 2 cards coming up. Walrus at the bottom of the deck. Now, the reason we're keeping this is because, gosh, guys, not sure if you're going to click off after this, but we got the shark and we got the weasel. This is coming through as very, I don't want to say untrustworthy energy, but it is coming through as someone that may be presenting red flags, that might be presenting you with questioning this. A shark energy, let's see what it says. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. This person in your mind could be that type of shark, goes after what they want. Maybe, however, okay, because I was thinking, is this the type of person that only wants to be physical, going in one direction with you? However, this is water energy, and we're getting water energy, well, I would say with the walrus twice. And that could be, Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the shark here. But trust your instincts. Oopsie. And then with the walrus, I'm noticing a similar message. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. This is interesting if this person views you as a shark or a weasel, or if this is the energy this person is coming through as. But someone, whether it's you or this person, needs to be vigilant or feels that they need to be vigilant. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Guys, we're getting the same messages 3 times. And that could be your energy. I get it. You might be really questioning this person's intentions. So before we assume anything with the weasel and shark here, because the animals alone, the name weasel comes with a bad reputation. Let's be honest. So what is this person's true intention, Spirit? Let's get some details. Thank you again for coming through today for the collective energy. What do we need to see in today's reading for this person's true intention for pile 1 and toward the connection in general, Spirit? What could we expect from this person? What's going on? What's really going on? What is this person's intentions? So we have Justice in reverse. Okay. So this is our first major arcana, card number 11. This person may have made a mistake, may have done something wrong. We'll see. What is this person's intention? Death in reverse. Another major arcana. This is what it looks like upright, by the way. Now, death is card number 13, Scorpio energy. Transformation. Two of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of reversals so far. It looks like Garbage Pail Kid. Someone throwing up. Garbage Pail Kid is throwing up. All right, in reversal, let's get 2 more cards. What are their true intentions, Spirit? What do we need to see? 6 of Swords. And the Fool. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. I have a feeling that you might be blocked. Someone may have walked away, and I'm thinking if we're reading this person's intentions, I don't think they want to end this. They might be very confused. I'm getting the energy of them. Either they're in between making a decision of walking away or moving in your direction, or this is the decision. Fool is also a major arcana, which is Aquarius energy. Let's get our card number 0. Let's get our clarifiers before we get into it, guys, okay? I want to make sure the right messages are coming through for you today in this reading. What are their true intentions, Spirit? Why is justice coming here? We got the 10 of Pentacles coming out. True intention, Spirit. Page of Coins, which is also known as the Page of Pentacles, coming through. What is this person's true intention? 8 of Swords in reverse. Strength in reverse, another major arcana. Strength is Leo energy. Card number 8, Sun energy. And the reversal. And now here we have the Tower. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is 3 of Wands in reverse. This person, I don't think this person knows what to do. I'm going to be honest, guys. You might feel or sense this person being hot, cold with you right now. I'm getting the energy too that this person might be coming through as someone that is saying the right things, talking about future. They might be love bombing you in some way. Take that as it resonates, because 10 of Coins is such a beautiful energy. Someone that is looking toward the future and seeing a beautiful outcome, a beautiful happy ending, a joyous celebration. Pentacles Coins energy is also Earth, and specifically Virgo with the 10 of Coins. So this could have also something to do with this person's stability in the future in general. But let's keep in mind it came through with the Justice in reverse. I'm getting, for some of you, this could feel like a divorce, a legal termination of some kind for some of you. I'm also getting the energy that this person may have done something, made some sort of huge mistake or misstep, which is leading to a future that is a little bit unclear. I think I'm getting the energy of this connection being in limbo. What is this person's true intention? Guys, I'm feeling more of, this person is coming through and offering you those little increments from time to time. Page of Coins is not a huge offer of commitment or of consistency, but it is consistent more so than the other suits, I would say. So I do feel like amongst this back and forth, this person still comes back in, almost like you might be in a cycle with this person. This person might be weaseling back in over and over again. You might feel that. Even with the shark energy and walrus, someone that comes in strong, but also leisurely backs off, to go back to the hot, cold energy. What is this person's intentions? Guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't think they even know, because we're getting the 6 of Swords and the Fool. That feels very opposite. 6 of Swords is someone that is walking away and at a snail crawl. Look at that. We were just talking about the pacing of Earth energy, of coins. And now we're looking at the representation of 6 of Swords, which usually means someone literally leaving something behind. making an exit into safety, into better, calmer waters, calmer pastures. That's the energy. And also, with the Fool coming through next, it's almost as if this person comes back in at times. Like I said, I'm getting that feeling of back and forth. The Tower moment also feels like this is coming through as some sort of shakeup. Something must have taken place in this cycle that you might be dealing with this person, where there might be a moment that you're either going to face with this person, or you have it, or it just happened or passed, where all of this back and forth, all of this cycle that both of you seem to be kind of stuck in and not even able to get out of it. Almost, it's keeping you at a distance. Something is breaking down in that. I'm getting the energy of some sort of transformation that may have been resistant at one point is breaking down. This person intention, like I'm not seeing anything positive right now. I do feel like it might be the same energy of back and forth. Weasel and shark, guys, I'm going to be honest, that kind of set the tone for us today. And now that we're getting these cards, it's reflecting the energy of someone really giving you mixed messages. Could be breadcrumbing you from time to time, coming in very, Tower moment or Tower energy could also represent abrupt, fast. And with the Fool, it's the energy of someone coming really suddenly out of nowhere, kind of like a shark in the water. When you see that shark fin. Well, I don't live by an ocean. I'm by a lake. I'm in Chicago. But I could imagine if you see a shark fin, it might be feeling like a Tower moment, like, oh my God, a shark. So I'm getting that energy of when this person comes in, that's maybe creates that Tower moment. Yet, weaseling back in, even though you might be resistant, you might be at a distance. However, this person does seem to get through. And yeah, and I feel like it goes back and forth right now. Okay? So all of this energy that I'm getting is a lot of it feels as though something about this person is causing you to be more vigilant. You might be noticing red flags with this person already. Now, I'm not seeing that this person is a bad person, a good person. This person could be a good person, but right now how they are in what they're doing and how they are acting in this connection, guys, it doesn't seem good enough for you. It doesn't seem worthy enough, which is why this might be hard to hear if you're not willing to face it. But I do feel like you are of a mind where you're already aware of it, because again, with all of this, trust instincts, pay attention to signs, remain vigilant. I'm like, literally, the messages are loud and clear. I feel like spirit might have already been showing you intuitively things that are going on or not going on with this person. I think it's hard, when you're in between your ego, what your mind says, and then, your intuition says something different. But if they're aligned, if both your intuition and your mind is telling you danger, danger, or maybe this person isn't giving you the consistency that you would prefer, it really depends on this person's actions. Because even as they walk away, I'm getting the feeling that it's not long lasting. They're going to circle back, they're going to come back around. There's no strength in it. And I also am getting the energy too, like when this person walks away or exits for some of you, they're not happy about it either. I feel like this creates a Tower moment for both of you. It's an endless cycle. Like I'm saying, even if this person is coming through as weasel, shark energy, walrus could be very sweet in nature. So this person might not even be aware of the type of energy that they're coming through as. And regardless if they're aware of self or not, this is their actions right now. This is what it's creating. And it might not be, as a matter of fact, it isn't good for you. Okay, currently. So let's move forward, guys. This was really interesting. I do think that this person is confused too, which is why there is probably hot and cold energy. With the Eight of Swords, I'm getting more with in over here. Eight of Swords, middle of the deck, middle of the reading energy. Two of Coins with the Eight of Swords in reverse. This person feels as though they are in between. It feels like yin yang. And we did get two cards for you coming through too, like duality. This person could be really stuck in their ego, which is keeping them from really following their own intuition. Maybe this is energy that they are ignoring. Maybe they're not trusting their instincts when it comes to you. Maybe they're not paying attention or staying vigilant to their own intuition when it comes to you. So it could kind of be, almost the opposite of mirroring, where you might be aware and they may be in their mind, or vice versa. So, okay, sorry, I went into a little bit of a tangent with that. But we're going to move on to the oracle. I want to get more details, guys. We have a few oracles to go through, which I think is really going to either confirm or give us a little bit of different angle or perspective of what this person's true intentions are. Because right now I'm getting this person's true intentions aren't bad. They're not evil. They're just confused. It's scattered energy. This person is circling you, and it's feeling like they're weaseling in and out of your energy. And I don't know, I don't think that's what you want. It doesn't feel like that's something that you want. So let's see, Spirit. What else could you tell us? What do we need to see for this energy? Are we on the right road with this? What messages do we need to see with the true love? Let's get two cards. This person's true intentions toward our Pile 1, Spirit. This person's true intention. We have life purpose coming through at the bottom here. Forgiveness. Emotional freedom. This person might know that they did something wrong. We have justice coming up in reverse, and now we have forgiveness, emotional freedom. The energy of this person feels it feels pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. They are thinking about you. You are heavily on their mind, whether they're coming in and out. I mean, their energy field is like a shark circling its prey and then zeroing in, but just as suddenly jutting out into the currents and disappearing, with the cruise ship. I don't know. I'm just getting the feeling of them wanting a forgiveness from you in some sort of way. That could be what their intention is currently. They might have really heavy feelings that they want to release. So that could be where they're at right now, whatever this connection, because again, we did get the Tower, and this, I got a few messages, and one of the messages was something happened, almost like a catalyst for this cyclical energy to pause and stop, where you are becoming aware, or someone woke up. So the trajectory of this connection might have altered. That being said, this is giving this person the energy of them seeking forgiveness. That's kind of what I'm picking up on, okay? We also have the white horse, could represent a unicorn, could represent Pegasus. We got a bunny. We have the owl. Yeah, this person is definitely in the thick of it in their mind. You know, ego is very strong indeed. And if this person has never gone through an ego death, or that could be what this tower represents too. Like, this person could be waking up to even their own actions in this connection, especially because if forgiveness is coming out with emotional freedom and even life purpose, commitment in reverse, the energy of them knowing it's the right thing to do. So there might be some sort of apology. Let's see if anything else we need to see. What is this person's true intentions? What does this person want? Worth waiting for? Make the effort? True love? Express your love. Wow, this is interesting for this person because I'm getting a little bit of how they really truly feel about you, regardless of their actions. And again, not to diminish their action or inaction, because it feels like it might be a lot of inaction, in and out, like I said. Okay. However, the true intentions that this is all stemming from, and again, this person might not be, at an emotional capacity as others. Everyone has their own emotional coming through with their own emotions, right? Their own phase in life of where they are when it comes to romance or love. Maybe this person needs more time. Maybe that's why they're not really, you know, sticking a stake in the land that, when they land in your energy, it's not like they're not anchoring it. So, that being said, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, guys, what are their true intentions? I feel like behind all of this energy of their actions, this page of coins, there is emotion. Their true intention is to make the effort, to express how they feel. It might not be easy for them. Even with emotional freedom coming through, how I was getting the message of them just keeping things really held tight, bottled up, maybe even. And maybe even sabotaging themselves, getting in their own way, which is why it's like that back and forth, hot, cold, mixed messages, because they may not know what they want, or they may not even understand how they're feeling. But it's clear that they really do have strong feelings for you. I would even go as far as to saying love. We did get a lot of major arcana, and you might not want to hear that either. Especially if this person isn't giving you that effort. However, that is their true intention. They do want to bring in justice. They do want to seek forgiveness. Okay. So we are getting into the details of where this weasel and shark energy is headed. And so overall, I am getting good intentions, believe it or not. And it's funny because even if this person's actions weren't aligned to good intentions, I think that's what they're trying to make up. All right, let's see. We have the time travelers oracle. I thought before we get into your advice, I want to see true intentions. What landscape, past, present, future? What is their true intention, Spirit? Are they stuck in the past? Are they ready to move forward? What's the energy? What is their true intentions behind all of this? Those of you that didn't click off after seeing the shark and weasel, I didn't expect this to take a turn. I was wondering if this person was coming through as bad energy or bad intention. But I think, people are very multidimensional. We're all spiritual beings, every single one of us. Even if this is a karmic connection for some of you or not, it could be a soulmate, it could be a twin. Whatever type of spiritual connection, it is, all of us are spiritual beings. So the point I'm trying to make is we all have 50 shades of gray. Ooh. We're all unique. It's not black or white. It's not duality, the dualistic mind that the ego is usually trapped in. Like, we are very multidimensional, is what I'm saying. So this person is no different. Does that mean you need to stick around and wait for this person to be able to show you their vulnerability or be able to express themselves? That is up to you. All right. Sorry for that detour. There was a message listen, whenever spirit has words, I have to say them out loud. Okay. So we have growth, trust. Okay, we're getting a lot of that energy, guys, of spirit saying adventure. It's pretty good energy, I'm not gonna lie. All of this to me is equaling up to someone that wants this to evolve for the better. I'm also getting the energy, and again, spirit is really coming through to say that if you haven't been trusting this person, if there has been a lot of red flags, I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction, especially those of you where this is not trustworthy person. But I think for the most of you that resonates with this reading, this person isn't coming from a bad place, regardless of what their actions are. And I know that's hard to align with because your ego is telling you this is a bad person. This person is not making you feel good. They're making the wrong moves. So how can I trust this person? It's card number 41. Polynesian voyagers, the Pacific Islanders. This beautiful imagery of the ocean and just the strength of trusting that the current is going to take you into a smoother pasture, with the sun is going to shine again. And then we have growth. An adventure. The energy of, like I mentioned before, like where you and this person are headed, the path that you and this person might be walking down, feels that there's going to be some sort of transformation. It's card number 18. 18 is also the moon energy if we're looking at major arcana. That could be what this person's intentions are to get through their fears, to grow out of it, to build that strength. It's the Amazon rainforest, Brazil. With that cheetah or leopard, the eyes, guys. This person might be watching you just like this shark. And yeah, you might get the energy that they're weaseling their way somehow. But not to give too much credit to this person, but I feel like this person, that might be the only way for them to get back into your energy, especially if you're blocked. It's always going to be your choice on whether or not you accept this person back in. If you're ready for a new adventure, card number 3, Empress energy. And what do we have? Happiness and freedom underneath that. Guys, I don't know. I do think it's important to trust your intuition, especially dealing with hot, cold energy. That is could be very frustrating. And if this person isn't being consistent, it's hard to trust that. It's hard to really accept that. So allow this person to make those changes. Make sure you see it in the 3D before you even allow this person back in. For those of you that needed to hear that, because again, every connection, every situation is different. So keep that in mind. All right, let's get our advice. For those of you that are resonating, let's see. What do we need to see, Spirit? What is our advice? Garbage Pail Kids. It's like hard to trust them. This deck is so dope. It's one of my favorite decks. So this person might be hard. You might be super vigilant, like super self conscious of every move they make. Might be over analyzing. So, maybe, let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Some of you might be really present, which is always my recommendation. It's freedom from your thoughts. All right, Spirit, what is our advice for pile one? What is pile one? Spirit. Blessings and abundance. I love that energy for you guys. What is advice for pile one? What does pile one need to see, Spirit? What is their advice? Take a step back. Yeah. Guys, forgiveness and understanding. It's funny how spirit works because even as manifestation, beautiful. Even as like I'm channeling the messages and like going through the energy, it could be really, to unravel all of the layers because like I was mentioning before, all of us, it's not always so easy. It's not always black and white when it comes to energy. Sometimes people are dealing with more things than we even realize. That has nothing to do with you though. So always like remember when it's important for you to take a step back, protect your own energy and whatever's going on with this connection with this person. Overall, I don't think their true intentions aren't bad. It might seem that way from time to time, especially if they're coming in and out hot, cold, because that implies it's not good, right? That type of energy. But I don't think this person is doing it in the intention to hurt you. They might be dealing with whatever it is that they're dealing with. That's not the reading that we're here for today, but it might be a tower moment in their own life that they're working on or working through. Whatever's going on, their intention, I feel like, is to show you how they feel. And I also feel like, with forgiveness, understanding coming through, even as your advice, and then that's their intention is to seek forgiveness, is more so the energy I'm getting. Spirit is saying being open to that. You might be really angry. Some of you could be really upset with this person, especially with the hot cold. It could feel really mixed messages and might feel really yucky. I get it. So it's up to you if this is the energy you still want to be a part of. If this person's, regardless of whatever this person's intentions are, but I will tell you, this person doesn't have bad intentions. I do think they want to make it up to you. I do think this person really does have strong emotions, feelings of love for you. I do think they want justice to be brought into this connection. Okay? This is what I'm getting, guys. It's up to you always on whatever decision you make with this person. Let us know in the comments, what's going on. I wish you the best, and I hope this provided you with insights in some way, guys. And honestly, I have faith that no matter what, you're going to trust in yourself know that there's always blessings and abundance coming for you no matter what, guys. Okay, be open to that. Manifesting that type of energy is what I'm getting for you. Okay, so that being said, hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hello and welcome to your reading, pal. Too, if you chose this fuchsia pink agate stone, super beautiful. It's probably dyed, but nonetheless. Or if you chose the Disney Villains Tarot deck, then this is your reading today. So we're asking, legit, from Spirit, what is this person's true intentions for you guys? Okay, this person currently on your mind, regardless of whatever connection you might be in. Now, this is also a timeless reading, so the messages are meant for you whenever you come across them, okay? At whatever time you need to hear these messages, that's when Spirit wants you to hear them, if that makes sense. That being said, we're going to start with the messages from your animal spirit guide. I want to see what this person's true intentions are. What animal, what message could we get right out the gate before we get into the tarot of this person's energy? Pal, choose person on their mind. Spirit, thank you so much for being here today for the collective energy. So, what animal? You know what? Two came out for pal one, and two are coming out for you guys. So we're going to take it. We got the tortoise at the bottom of the deck energy. We'll get to that in a moment. So we have the kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. And we have the cheetah, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. This is interesting. I'm getting two types of energy here. Now, we are asking what their true intentions are towards you. This person that you are currently thinking of. This could be your energy coming through as well. Take it as it fits. But the energy I'm getting from this person, if we're looking at it from both animals being this person, one of them is action. So I'm curious what that's going to look like in the tarot. This person seems to be zeroing in on you or making you the goal in some way. But I'm also getting someone that is kind of reflecting and backing off and taking a moment. So I'm wondering if this person isn't acting right now and if that's what their true intentions are. We also got let's not forget the bottom of the deck energy is the tortoise, which could represent very slow moving. So that could be where this transition is. But, we're going to confirm. Let's get into the tarot. It says you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded, which could also be what this person is currently doing. Some sort of exercise. They could be walking, lifting weights, playing basketball. I don't know. Something else to kind of get back into their own energy, but they do want to move forward. All right, before we get into it, let's give it a couple of shuffles. We're using the Disney Villains Tarot deck, which is also another OG deck. I wanted to have a little bit of a light-hearted energy with the deck because I'm not sure what messages are going to come through today. We're asking Spirit, again, Spirit, thank you so much. Always. For coming through as we're asking this serious question about this person's true intentions because sometimes it's not always obvious. So let's cut the deck real quick. All right, what could you tell us, this person on pile two's mind? What are their true intentions toward pile two and this connection? What's going on? What are their true intentions, this person on pile? We have the Fool energy, card number 0. Major Arcana. This is Aquarius energy. Aquarius, is an air sign. We have strength in reverse, and strength also is a major arcana. We got two major arcanas already. Strength is number 8. It's Leo energy, fire energy. My nose is tickling. I feel like I don't even think it. I don't know if it's a sneeze. I don't think so. Maybe, but that might be a sign. We got Nine of Cups coming up. That's Ursula. Look at that. Poseidon vibes as well with the, I forget what that's called, the trident. All right, I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. This is kind of the energy that the animals are giving. Someone taking a little bit of time to reflect. However, someone really wanting to come forward, move in your direction, take that risk. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this person is not walking away. Their true intentions aren't to walk away. So if for some reason you are being led to believe that they're walking away, or if they are ghosting or something, they're not really energetically. That's a message for a few of you. Okay, so let's get our clarifiers and then we're going to get into it. Spirit, what is their true intentions? Person on pile 2's mind. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Because that's clarified by the Fool. Knight of Cups. Okay. Three of Swords. Oof. Strong energy coming through. We have the Six of Coins. This is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I'm feeling Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is Temperance in reverse. You know what's funny? I'm getting the energy that this person is taking a step back. They're trying to get in control of their own emotions right now. I feel that they are either fired up or imbalanced in some way. We're getting the Temperance, which is major arcana in reverse. Now we're also getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. These are two major arcanas back to back. Now, Wheel of Fortune is card number 10, something that unfinished business, something that is divinely guided in some way. This person's true intentions are with you in mind. You're not going anywhere for them. I do feel like they want to balance this in some way. Temperance is giving the energy that this person or you may have been in some sort of conflict. There, I'm feeling fiery energy. Temperance card is card number 14. It's Sagittarius, so that makes sense. Sagittarius is fire sign. The energy of passion, but also there could have been a little bit of like legit anger, or someone was mad at someone else, or both of you could have been mad at some point. You know, with the Five of Swords, it's feeling like conflict. So whatever that conflict looked like, and again, it could have led to some sort of ending or disconnect or separation or breakup with the Three of Swords. But I'm getting that this person's true intentions is to move forward in your direction and make things and try again and make things better, to give more equal give and take as well. With the Six of Coins, I'm getting the energy that right now they're reflecting on this connection with you. I do feel like their intentions is to meet you halfway. I'm getting that they may not have in the past. It may have felt very unrequited or not reciprocal. But I'm getting the energy that this person is reflecting on how they could fix that, or how they could give a more equal give and take into this connection. That's what they're reflecting on. And I'm believing that, as they're doing the reflections with this kiwi, the energy that they're building toward is movement. And you're the goal. I want to make it clear to you that that's the energy I'm getting. Even in their current non action, I don't want to give anyone false hope. So if this is not a person that you want back in your life, there is by no means an invitation for you. Have a choice always in whoever or whatever energy that you want to focus on or to allow back into your 3D, okay? Always keep that in mind, pal, too. Because I do believe this person's intentions, their true intentions, are to come forward again toward you, okay? They may not be doing it currently. They may not be feeling aligned or ready to take aligned action. They may also feel a little confused. And, Wands is fire energy as well. To go back to Temperance being in reverse and just, the cheetah energy feels like earth, kiwi and cheetahs giving earth vibes, which feels like grounded energy. Even the tortoise, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but also fire just because it's in the cat family. We also got Temperance, which is Sagittarius, and we had Leo energy coming through with strength. The Fool is Aquarius, though. I do believe this person is in their mind. Their intention is to move forward, though. They do want to take a risk. I'm wondering if they're going to do that regardless if they're ready or not. It's almost giving the energy that they may not want to lose you. So even though they're very slow to action, I think when it matters, they're going to move forward. That's a message for a few of you. I do feel like this person has feelings for you guys. We're getting the Knight of Cups, and it's building in strength, Even just, I'm assuming this is Gaston. Gaston. Sorry, it's time for me to say that, my Chicago accent, but Gaston, I don't know. From Beauty and the Beast, like the arrogant guy that's just so full of himself. It's interesting that that's who's depicting Knight of Cups. So, because you know what, I'm getting more of the energy that the intentions of Gaston at first is really just to get the girl, no matter what it takes, and even though they may not have been doing it in the right way, I don't know. I do feel like Gaston. Sorry, guys. Gaston is giving the energy of being a little arrogant, but that's just the Beauty and the Beast energy that I'm getting from that character. Knight of Cups typically doesn't give that energy for me. So maybe deep down, this person's true intentions really are to give you a love offer, but they may be doing it in the wrong way. I don't know. That could be where things have gone wrong. For some of you, I'm also getting the energy that they're building in strength how they feel for you. Look at this guy's muscles. And they know it. It's, so that could be symbolic for representing the strength that they're feeling, the emotions that they want to move forward towards you with, if we're talking about intentions. Because Nine of Cups is with the Three of Swords. It's feeling almost like a juxtaposition of emotions. Nine of Cups usually feels to me like self-love. Could also represent how you feel in a connection, in a relationship. Fulfilled. It's very promising, abundant. Look at how happy Ursula is. She is out of the water. Ursula, for those of you that know or don't know, is Little Mermaids, the villain in Little Mermaids. And she's ready to make a move. That's the energy I'm getting. Someone's striking while the iron is hot. But it's being clarified with the Three of Swords. So that's where the duality of energy is coming through. I feel like this person's intentions are to get some strength, to cultivate some strength. And I think that could be why they're not making any moves currently. They really could be grounding themselves, healing in some way, because I feel like they're still feeling very heavy energy towards you. This is giving very heartbreak energy, sad, but the Nine of Cups is feeling fulfilled. So they could be really reflecting on how you make them feel. Their true intentions are to balance that out. Because whatever happened between the two of you, gosh, which cat is this? This could be Alice in Wonderland, the Cheshire cat. Very, very, mischievous, very mischievous. Five of Swords. There could have been some energy of this person really making you feel like they're walking away. Could feel the energy of this person being very hot cold. I keep saying very, sorry guys, because I'm getting a very strong reaction toward this. It's giving the energy that this person is walking away, but is having a hard time walking away from the strong energy that came through with whatever fight or challenge you and this person are dealing with. They're having a hard time balancing whatever that energy is. They're having a hard time walking away from that. That could be why they're meditating, trying to look within. All right. Let's get into the oracle. I think I'm ready for that. So I hear a big engine in the background. Because this person is giving the energy that they are taking action, even though they aren't currently at this time. But with the Fool being here, the Knight of Cups, we got the Cheetah. Again, the message is get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. All giving the feeling of moving towards something, which is you. However, with the Kiwi energy, take a walking meditation with the Tortoise, which feels like slow movement, getting grounded. And then we have a lot of like that self-reflection with the Tarot, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't know. It really does feel like this person's true intentions is to move forward. They're just having a hard time releasing whatever it is from the past. Okay. That being said, thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through 100% absolutely always for the collective energy of pile 2. For those of you that need to hear these messages today, what do we need to see for pile 2? What is this person's true intentions? What is this person's true intentions? Goodness, this comes through a lot. And with the Wheel of Fortune energy that we got at the bottom of the deck, this feels like this person's intention is to go with their intuition. I feel like their intuition is leading them in your direction. We have spiritual maturity. I do feel like this person is going through some sort of awakening of some kind or healing of some kind, guys. They're meditating. They're doing their own rituals of whatever it looks like for them, even lifting weights, like I mentioned earlier. It could be something habitual that they do. It could also be specifically religious. They could be going to church. I'm not gonna, you know what? Now that I think about it, when I was meditating, I saw the big sign of the cross. I was thinking of the Our Father. Whether you're Catholic or not, take that. The energy that I got though behind those, the symbolism of that prayer and the symbolism of the cross, you know, regardless if you are Catholic, Christian in some way, um, a spiritual energy came through. So I'm wondering if this is what you are going through as well. But I definitely think this person is going through it. Wow, resolving conflict, guys. This is what it is. And it might not be easy right now. They might be trying to get to a point where they could be a bigger person. They could be in their ego ways as well. They could be stubborn, unwilling to allow you in, whether they did something wrong or you did something wrong, regardless of whatever this conflict led to, whatever this separation is. Those of you that resonate with that, I do believe that the intent of this person is to resolve it. Though currently it's challenging for them to release the energy of whatever happened. And that could be the same for you as well. They could also be reflecting on you having a hard time releasing that energy. So take it as it fits, guys. But I see, even like the divine, feels like divine energy cup, giving more, opening up this person's heart chakra, heart space, making room for love. So that could be what they're working through right now, opening up their heart space, whatever closed it, whatever they have to heal in that department. I'm also getting the heart chakra and the life purpose, twice, heart chakra twice. So I feel like their true intentions are to work on opening up so that they could move in your direction. Let's see what the romance angel messages have for us, Spirit. For Pile 2. The person on Pile 2's mind. What are their true intentions? What do we need to see? What do we need to see, Spirit? True intentions. Let's get my eyes are closed. I have no idea what's coming out. Unrequited love. Wow. That was the energy I was getting earlier. With they want to fix that. That could be where they were making you feel that it was one-sided or not reciprocal. They could feel that way now. I do believe they want to fix it though, but let's see what else we got. Deception. The mask is coming off. Don't be alarmed with this card. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Could have been this person. That could be what they're reflecting on. They could be going through some sort of ego death of some kind. And a lot of that entails ripping off the mask. What have they been deluding themselves to with their own thoughts? Trust me, I've been there. We've all been. You might still be there too. I don't know where you're at with your spiritual, growth, but this person could be becoming more aware through this spiritual maturity. I think that is what their intentions are, to open up their heart space, to allow love in. They could have been denying it. They may really feel an attraction towards you. They could have sabotaged it, reconciliation coming through, attraction, separation. Yeah, this is all kind of connected. I feel like they may have really closed themselves off to you in some sort of energetic way, or even the 3D. They could have walked away. It could have been some sort of argument, challenge, words that were exchanged that led to some sort of separation, breakup. like we talked about earlier. I don't want to repeat myself, but I do believe that through this, this could be a no contact for a lot of you, that they are working on the energy of feeling that they are deserving of love. Again, to go back to them opening up their heart space, it could be very difficult for them for whatever reason. They could have dealt with, and it might not have anything to do with you. It could be past energy that they're working through in order to make space for you. This could be what's challenging. This Three of Swords could represent a breakup that they're healing, or knowing that you've gone through a recent breakup. So that could be a message for a few of you. So let's keep going. I want to go and see with the time travelers. What else could you tell us? What else do we need to see with this energy? Their true intentions. They want to take action forward. I do believe that. I'm getting that they have emotions for you guys, that they just aren't, they may not have been open or receptive to it at first, depending on what type of connection you're in right now with this person. Let's get some more details or more insights, more clarity, Spirit. What do we need to see? Protection. Card number 33. The Cape of Hands, Argentina. Oof. Such fire. This feels like someone protecting their own space, their own energy. Again, someone that is in isolation. But I do feel this passion, this energy, this fire growing to the point where action will be, this will move forward. And threes, it is an angel number, so I'm not gonna separate it, 33. But threes in general remind me of Gemini energy, the third house, and that's house of communication. So take that as it fits. That could be healing. Gosh, I was like shuffling it backwards. Abundance. Okay. Spirit, what else do we need to see? Let's get one or two more cards before we move on to advice. Happiness, guys. That's what this person is seeking. Their true intentions are happiness. With the Nine of Cups, we got card number 19, Sun energy. Some of you could be a fire sign. Sun, some of you could literally be a Leo. Some of you could be Sagittarius. We got Aries as well. Shambhala, Himalayas, beautiful. I don't get this ever in readings, guys. For those of you that are regulars that may have, revisited an old reading more than once and looked, maybe seen more than enough piles that I've channeled, we've never got this. So this person really wants to manifest something good, something happy with you guys. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Something abundance, fire energy and emotional energy. Oh my God. Cannot make this up. I need a moment. And then we got magic peeking up too. But let me just go back to why I'm having a moment. The sun. We're just talking about this, guys. Look at this. Sun is Leo, specifically. I'm a Leo, so I get excited whenever I see sun. But even if you're not a Leo, not to be biased, okay, to my Leos, or if you're dealing with Leo energy too, or fire energy in general, sun feels like happiness. It feels like energy of strength, like building that strength, building that abundance, that energy, that vitality, guys. Card number 44, that number could mean something. 33, 44. Dude. And then magic. It was peeking out, so we got to look at it. It's Glastonbury, Britain. I mean, this is the sun. Enough said. The rest of this energy is actual countries. Feels like an ace. Card number 26. Magic. Britain. It's giving Harry Potter vibes. Like the Goblet of Fire. Book number 4. Okay. So, wow. We're not done yet. Dude, I had a moment where it felt like we were done just because I cannot. I cannot. So, what are this person's true intentions? Let's get back to that because the energy of them resolving to turn this around and to ground this into the 3D, I really do feel like they want to come forward with emotion. I do feel like it's a little bit slower energy, so they may not be taking action right away, or it might be very slow, but I do believe they want it to be more consistent and balanced. And I do feel a strong energy that their true intentions are to create this happy outcome between the both of you, where magic, vitality presides. There might be some boundaries that this person is working on or that you and this person are establishing between the both of you as you are slowly building this. Could feel like a slow burn just to even temper this burst of the sun. Goodness, gosh. All right. Guys, the way this reading evolves, gosh, Spirit, this is a cool reading today. Not as tough as I thought it was going to be. If those of you that went into my intro, because I wasn't know what to expect. You know, whether intentions are good or bad, because I don't feel like these intentions are bad at all. This person wants it to be good and wants to be good with you. Okay, so let's get into your advice. Spirit, what do we need to close out this reading today? For Pile 2, what does Pile 2 need to see? Any advice messages? Angel guide. All right, Spirit, angels, guides. What do we need to see for Pile 2? Yeah, one more. Oh, we got this for Pile 1 too. Forgiveness and understanding. I mean, that could just be the energy in the collective. Spirit might be reminding you that it's okay to forgive and to understand what's going on with this energy, even if you don't agree with it, or even if it, I don't want to diminish any of you that have hurt feelings over whatever it is that happened or transpired between you and this person, because I get it. Okay, believe me, and divine timing could really come into play. We got the Wheel of Fortune, don't forget, coming through. So get one more advice card. Spirit is saying, like, allow it to all unfold. And now we're ending with vulnerability and freedom. Ooh. Allow yourself to open up. This feels like star energy. Allow yourself to have hope that this, if you allow it, if you want it, you might not want it. But for those of you that want this person, their true intentions are to come through for you. And if you are having your own walls up, if you're protecting your own energy, if this is them knowing that you are in protective mode, then maybe it's them really with the energy of Spirit saying, like, it's okay to be vulnerable if this person is meeting you halfway. Bottom of the deck energy, courage and bravery. That does take courage, dude. Trusting someone, opening up to someone, especially if they, for some of you, disappointed you in the past. I don't know what I would do if someone that disappointed me, and I get that, if they were to come back in wanting to move forward in a different direction. I don't know. I don't know. I do think it's up to you always. I do feel that it's always your choice. And, my biggest advice would always be to tune into what you're aligned to. And alignment is spirit, your angels, God. If you're the religious one, if you're the spiritual one, that energy that's coming through in this reading, it could be both of you too. Take it as it fits. But God is saying, Spirit is saying, it's all going to work out in divine timing. Have courage, be brave as you're walking through this journey. Have compassion and forgiveness in your heart. Be ready to be vulnerable. It takes a lot of courage, even if it's moving on from this person, if that's what you decide. Some of you, I know that's what you're healing, that's what you're moving on from. And that could be what you're walking toward. This person's intentions, I'm not getting anything bad. Keep that in mind. However it is, and they want to make things good with you. They want happiness with you. And they have feelings for you. They're focused, they're zero in on you, regardless of their pacing in this energy. Their eyes are like on you guys. But it's always up to you whether or not you are allowing this back in. Okay? So, that being said, good luck. Let us know in the comments how you resonate with this. If you do resonate, send a like my way. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to stick around. I'd love to, you know, tune into your energy again. So hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the mottled stone, mottled stone, or if you chose the Beetlejuice deck, then this is your reading. I wanted to lighten the mood a little bit with choosing some of my fun decks that I truly, truly love, because we're asking, what are their true intentions? Truly, what are their true intentions? And we're going to see what comes through for the messages for this person on your mind for you today. Remember, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this, the messages will and should resonate. They're meant for you at the time you come across them. So we're going to start with the messages from your animal spirit guide. I want to see the energy of this person that is currently on your mind. Pile 3. Let's cut the deck for you. All right. Thank you so much for sticking with us for the collective energy with pile 3. The person on pile 3's mind, regardless of the connection you're in pile 3. What is the energy? 2 cards. Oh my gosh. 2 cards in each of the readings today. Not going to fight it. We got Roadrunner at the bottom of the deck energy. We're going to talk about it in a moment. So Snow Leopard and Zebra. Look at the imagery, is very similar colors is the first thing I'm noticing. Stripes versus, like that cheetah print, that leopard print. Reminds me of my cat. One of my cats, Cloud Strife, he's a Bengal mix, so he has a lot of that leopard patterns. And a little bit of the zebra on his paws. He's so cute. Anywho, let's see what it says. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Curious if you and this person are at a distance. What's going on with you and this person, especially with Roadrunner, that feeling of someone running away or ghosting. That could be the energy of a lot of you. We also have the zebra horse energy. That could be someone taking action toward or away from someone. Let's see. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Curious if this person has their boundaries up, their walls up, almost like they literally disappear. if they have run away, like I said, let's see what it says. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. The Roadrunner is also giving that imagery of that nostalgic imagery of cartoons. The Roadrunner always gets the come up. I forget what Looney Tunes, maybe something like that. Bugs Bunny. Regardless, that fun energy, that kind of sporadic energy. Getting a lot of the same patterns, same imagery, and all of these animals. I don't know if you guys could see it all together. They're all facing in a similar direction, only the snow leopard is looking straight ahead or a little off. That's interesting, guys. Sorry. Detail oriented right now. So, Beetlejuice. Let's get into it. Spirit, what could you tell us about their true intentions, this person? On Pal 3's mind. What are their true intentions toward Pal 3 and this connection? Very similar imagery. The very black and white coloring, even with the Beetlejuice. Yeah, because Beetlejuice himself wears the zebra or the striped suit. That's funny. All right, one more shuffle. Not sure if I cut the deck, but we're going to cut the deck one more time just in case. All right. Person on Pal 3's mind. What could you tell us? What do we need to see today, Spirit, for this person's true intentions toward Pal 3? This person's true intentions toward Pal 3. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming through in reverse. Card number 10. This is Pisces energy. And next to it, we have Three of Swords, guys. This may have been a separation, a breakup. This person could have literally ghosted or ran away, or you guys could have ended or be at a distance. I'm getting that for the majority. But let's see what the rest of our cards say, Spirit. What do we need to see? What is this person's true intentions? Five of Swords. I am alone. It's funny because Five of Swords is, I always get the feeling of conflict. This person could be journaling, but I do feel like there's been some sort of challenge or conflict that this person is having a hard time letting go of. We got another Five of Cups. Very hurt feelings, very like mourning. Look at even how she's dressed. And keep in mind, Winona Ryder in this, as her character in this, the Beetlejuice franchise, usually wears black, but, even just with the veil over her eyes. The death, the end of something. And the message, I am alone. This person might feel very alone. We got the Chariot in reverse. I don't think this person is moving forward. I don't think their intention. Queen of Wands in reverse. That might not be where your intention is either. They may feel like there needs to be closure. They may already have received that. If your energy is coming through as a Queen of Wands, you could be fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, take it as it resonates. The Chariot is also, this is Cups energy, Cancer. Okay, let's get the rest of our cards, guys. Three of Swords. What is this person's true intentions? What do they want? Eight of Wands. Four of Pentacles in reverse. facing this ending, accepting it. We have the sun, interestingly enough, coming through under the Five of Cups to clarify. The sun is Leo energy, and it is card number 19, House of Pleasure. I'm going to put these two back, but I am going to keep this. The Magician. Funny enough, the Chariot in reverse, Magician. Bottom of the deck energy is Page of Cups in reverse. All right, pile threes. I know some of you have come to pile threes before and have not heard the best. The intentions of this person aren't bad. They just might not be what you want to hear. So brace yourself if you are not feeling ready to hear messages, especially if there's been an ending of some sort and you're just feeling fragile. This might not be the time to listen to these messages for some of you, but for those of you that are ready, I do think this person's intentions are to mourn and to move on. I do think that they are walking away from this. Their intentions are to manifest happiness in their own world, in their own aloneness. I do think that this person is not thinking or considering or intending to move in your direction. This may have been a karmic type of situation, even if it was a long relationship, even if it was a strong, deep, big relationship. It could have been a first love for some of you. I mean, take it as it fits. Regardless, I do feel like there is things that both of you or this person has learned and is ready to grow and move on from. They could be reflecting on that currently. Wheel of Fortune to me is giving the energy of divinely guided, divinely fated. So even within this ending, I feel that this was meant to be. I think you might even feel that way with the Queen of Wands coming in at the bottom to represent the Wheel of Fortune. The feeling of this was meant to happen. It feels like fate, regardless if it ended. Even if you're wondering what the lesson is, you could be really feeling a lot of pain right now. I'm not sure where or what your energy is coming through as. So I'm sorry if you're going through it right now, pile three, okay? Those of you that are in a stronger position, I do think that you are recognizing the lessons that have been learned. This could also be your energy. Look at the divine alignment of coloring, the imagery, the art of the zebra print, even the snow leopard, even just the word snow leopard gives that black, white, yin yang energy. I do feel that you and this person may not be are understanding that the compatibility maybe wasn't there. The yin yang may not have been aligned for you and this person. You might be understanding that, and it might still be painful. I don't think this person is aligned to offer you an emotional offer. I do think that this person is reflecting a lot on this connection. There feels to be that this person is in the afterworld of this ending. Like, even the couple in the afterworld, the main couple in the first original Beetlejuice movie, they're still together in the afterworld, right? After death. But I think that this person and you, even if you and them are lingering in the 5D, I do think that this person's intentions are to, again, move forward, move on. The imagery of animals that are in the similar department of ground animals. Earth could mean be energy that's coming through Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, just with our animals. But in our energy of our tarot, we're getting definitely air. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Libra coming through strong, and Aquarius coming through strong too. What else do we have? A little bit of more earth. And of course, that fire energy with wands. Leo specifically, Aries energy. And the Eight of Wands is movement. Let's talk about it. The intention of moving toward this ending, this is being clarified by the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is, for those of you that know tarot, know that that kind of represents like the breakup card, right? Regardless of whatever connection or however this connection looked, it just feels as though that's where this is headed, and that is the intention of this person, okay, guys? So we can't work around it. Okay, I'm curious if the oracle is going to tell us anything different or any other angles or perspective, because for those of you that have gotten your fill of this energy, I understand if this is where we end things. For those of you that still want to understand a little bit, go in depth with more with the oracle. Let's get into it for this energy, because I'm curious. This feels like an ending. I do feel like that this person's true intentions are to look more inward, maybe be more in solitude, maybe be more in a playful energy as well with the Roadrunner. Run in the direction of what makes them happy. Let's see. Spirit, what are their true intentions? For pile 3, what else do we need to see? This person on pile 3's mind, Spirit, what do we need to see? What are their true intentions? Okay. My eyes were closed for a little bit. Resolving conflict. The distorted feminine, okay. Wondering if we'll use my mallet. This is malachite, guys. Probably you'll see it as a choice in a different. I just got it. Very powerful crystal. The distorted feminine. And then we have the divine feminine. Dude. So their energy right now is to heal. I do feel like they may feel, whether they're female, male, take energy as it resonates. But the true intentions, it feels to me that they're resolving this conflict within their own inner peace. They're trying to make peace with themselves, with whatever went down. I do feel like they're facing a lot of their shadows. Black, white feels like yin yang, like we talked about earlier, even though they may not feel compatible, or you and this person might not have been compatible. They're trying to be more compatible within. They're trying to get more aligned in their divine. Switch this. They're trying to find a balance. I mean, this is very aligned. Distorted feminine and divine feminine. The energy of being in your shadow and being in your higher self. This person might be resolving this within them. That could be where their current true intention is, to look inward. So let's see if there's any other messages coming through as I shuffle the romance angels. This could also reflect your energy too. You could be healing your own, but because we're talking about their intentions, I do feel like that's kind of what they're going through. Finding happiness, healing, whatever it is whatever this was, guys, and you might be going through it as well. Okay? Big hug to you if you are going through some sort of ending or breakup or finality. Even if you aren't in love with this person, it could still be hard, like releasing energy that you've been so comfortable with. honeymoon. Not sure if that wanted to come out. So what are this person's true intentions, Spirit? This person's true intentions for pile 3 right now, for this connection. Anything else we need to see? Any more insights or confirmations of what we already have learned? Okay. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This is giving the vibe of the roadrunner, sense of humor. Don't take things so seriously. That could be the energy that they're trying to manifest. We got wedding, chemistry, let go of control issues. Okay. For some of you, this could be what they are trying to manifest for themselves, whether it's with you or not. That's currently, I am getting the intention that their true intentions are in this ending. They know, they are recognizing it, or what am I accepting? They're accepting. They're not resistant to this ending. Okay? So that is their true intention. They're accepting this. However, I do feel like what they want, what's in their heart, and that could be with you, is a committed future. They do feel a lot. They want to feel that chemistry. They may still feel it with you. Even control issues could be a little bit of the distorted energy, neediness, jealousy. If those were issues that you and this person dealt with, could have been issues of control. You and this person could have been married at one point. Excuse me. There may even be still chemistry that this person feels towards you. Getting a few messages with this. But I think for the majority of you, this person's intentions are to look elsewhere for this. Okay? So let's see. Is there anything else we could see? With the time travelers, their true intentions is, again, because I do think, the future is unknown. Energy is very fluid. It could change, it could evolve, it could shock you in some regards because you just sometimes never know what could happen. So this person could come back around, but I think, and that could be the energy that we're picking up on for maybe a few of you, one of you, but I think the majority of you, this could be something you and this person are ending. It could be a commitment that you're ending. And the energy of flirt, like I said, this person, love yourself first, coming into at the bottom, is moving on, getting into a different frequency with their own personal life. Even if they are doing it solo, they are alone. What's the message again? I am alone. Winona Ryder's. Jeez. I got carried away because that image of Winona Ryder being in that first movie where she was just so forlorn and in that energy. I mean, this person could really be going through it currently too. You and this person, it could be very recent. Feels like. Truth. 42, the karaoke talking stick tradition. Feels a little bit like communication. This person's true intention could be a lot of truth that came to the surface. Also, I do feel if there needs to be more communication for closure, that is something that this person wants to manifest eventually. Maybe not currently at this time. But truth, also like talking stick, reminds me of a peace circle, restorative justice. So maybe just healing whatever it is that needs to be healed, especially if there's a lot of pain involved. With the Five of Cups, Three of Swords, that feels like ache, heartache. And again, even if you or this person is out of love, even if there's no emotions involved from your end, but for this person, the emotions were heavy. I think because they're still feeling it, they're still going through it. So whatever this truth is, card number 42, 42 could be a number that means something for some of you as well. But just being more in their warrior spirit, I'm looking at this Native American, being more in the grounded energy, Cherokee tradition. Maybe doing something habitual, getting more into the rituals. That is their current intention, especially with being in solitude with the snow leopard. Snow also is giving the energy of cold. You know, this person might be very icy right now. Very at a distance. Lights. Oh my goodness. I do think this person is, as they're facing their shadows, that could be what they're manifesting, that light. Angels. They could be like praying to their angels. You could be as well. Gosh, I haven't been through a breakup in years, guys. I could be going on. It could be a decade now. I don't even know. I got to think about it. That one relationship, but man, it was such a long relationship. So, took a long time to get over that even though I wasn't in love with that person. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is I had a lot of stuff to heal. That had nothing to do with that person, even just my own healing. Maybe I should have gone through therapy. It could have taken me shorter time to get over everything. But again, everyone goes through their own spiritual awakening, their own growth at their own time. So, to go back into your reading, for those of you that are still here listening to these messages, even though this could be a very difficult time for you right now, I feel that their true intentions are to cultivate more light, to be more connected with their own spirit, with their own angels. They could be praying, something, doing something religiously, even with the Cherokee tradition. They could be Native American. They could have a lot of traditions in some way that they're kind of focusing on. The angelic realm. Guys, I know I'm saying this often now, but because in the second reading, in the second pile, I was looking at a lot of religious visuals. And before I started your reading, I was getting angels. And I was thinking it's because of the angel guide oracle deck that we are going to be using for your advice. But truly, now that I'm seeing this angelic realm come out, it kind of feels aligned. And that could be a message for you too. You have angels like with you. Like my angels are always with me. I talk to them every day. Whether that sounds crazy or not, it sounds very metaphysical. Some of you get it, some of you don't, but honestly, some of you might understand that and feel more connected. I think what this person's true intentions are is to get also in that vibration. Bottom of the deck energy, what do we have? Growth. Yeah, heal, grow, spend time in solitude. I think that's what this person is really doing. That's their intentions right now, guys. Okay? Now, whether or not there's future energy between the both of you, I'm not getting that in this reading. I do think that this feels like a finality for this collective. And again, some of you might be at different points in your healing. And if you are in the thick of it, if this is very fresh, I would definitely, my own advice is take a break, especially if these art messages are difficult to hear from even tarot readings, even though I have my channel. Of course, I want you guys to watch my videos, but for your own good, I mean, if you need that energetic break, and that's for a few of you that need to hear that, okay, if you're really going through it. Some of you, though, are at a different point in your healing or receptive enough to hear these messages, but I still think it's a good idea to set boundaries now, especially if you are going through an ending, however that looks in this connection with this person. Because I do feel like this person's intentions are to focus on their own self growth and their own self healing. Okay, however that looks as far as spiritual, whatever degree that is for them. So if you're not doing that, and maybe you are, but let's look at your advice. And most likely you are. I mean, my assumption is if you are the type of person that comes to tarot readings already, you are more so in that divine feminine energy, whether you are male or feminine or female. You're in that energy of receiving and being open to spirit. So some people aren't as conscious, is my point. So I think that's the intentions of this person on your mind. Okay, so let's focus on you as we close out your reading. Pile 3, Spirit, what does Pile 3, what advice, Spirit, can we give? As we close out this reading, this energy, I hope you're okay, Pile 3. I hope you're okay. Courage and bravery. Spirit, what angels, what do we need to see? Power and intention. Set your own intentions. Focus on yourself. All right, let's see what else. We have intuition and downloads. You could be getting a lot of messages from Spirit. Clear, cancel, and release. Wow. Boom. She's Xing. The angel is saying no. Release this person right now. This could be a very clear message for you to let go of this energy for right now. Whether you come back around to it or not, that is not what we're talking about today. But I think currently, this person's intentions are not toward you. So if you still feel a pull, a little bit of an attraction, a chemistry in this person's direction, I do think that Spirit is saying it's time to cut the cords, to release this energy, and to set boundaries in some way. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of bravery. I hope that you are up for that, because with that is power, setting an intention. What are your goals? Whether you are spending time in isolation as well, because this is what that person is doing on your mind. They're running in a different direction. They're focusing on self. Whether you're focusing on self as well, I do think that a lot of your self focus is spiritual. That's for sure. Okay. And I do think that Spirit is coming through with the angels I was receiving, like literal angels. And again, a lot of the angels were coming through as what look like humans with wings, so that's kind of the imagery I usually get, especially with this series I'm reading. Gosh, what's the series I'm reading by Cassandra? The House of Fire and Ash or something like that. It's such a great novel. It's a series. Anywho, and there's angels with wings and gosh, all that good stuff. The point is, regardless of the imagery I'm getting, I do feel like you are in communication with your angels if you don't know it already. And I do feel like intuitive hits, downloads, you're getting a lot of that. So focus on that. Focus on your own power. And again, it takes a lot of courage. It does take a lot of strength. And I do feel there's a lot of fire energy, whether you're a fire sign or not. I do feel like you have a lot of passion, a lot of strength coming through from you. This person feels a little bit more in the energy of pain, isolation. And again, whether you're matching that energy or not, what I'm seeing through your advice is, a reminder that you are headed into better, stronger, energetic frequency that's really more aligned to what you'll be manifesting in your future. So, that being said, I hope you're doing okay. Honestly, let me know in the comments. Let us know what's going on if you would like to share, if you're ready for that. Um, and hopefully, this made sense. Hopefully, you are getting strong and knowing what you got to do. Tough, be tough. Like I know you are. You're like a warrior spirit is really like I'm feeling really like my Chicago city kid vibes are coming out with you. Like you got that vibe, like that street kid vibe. Like you're just tough and you will get through this. You will. Okay? Regardless if you grew up on a farm or a street, like a city, regardless of that energy, you just have that strength. Okay? You've been through a lot. So, which is probably why you're closer to spirit. Sometimes you get into that spiritual awakening through traumatic events. So take that as it fits for some of you. That being said, we need to end this reading. This is where we're going to end it, Pal 3. Thank you so much for coming through today and staying till the end. Hopefully, it gave you some insights and clarity on this journey, on this path. And big love you so much. A big hug that I want to send you energetically. And hopefully, I'll see you again. Bye, guys.